Hey, so I got this question here from our buddy Chris Murphy. He says that his job is destroying his body. So he works for UPS, and this sounds crazy. He basically, he gets these truckloads that come in with boxes that weigh up to 120 pounds maximum. But anyway, the whole thing is, he says he's roughly picking up roughly 1,000 an hour, or one package every 3 seconds. That's a shitload of packages. And he has to take it off the truck and put it on this conveyor belt. So just imagine, 1,000 times an hour, he's going from here to here. Boom, boom. And I mean, the weight, like he says, can go up to 120 pounds each. Now his back, his fingers, his neck, because he's always hunched over, is all messed up. He's wondering, is there something that I could do to strengthen my body so that I can handle this brutality, this, what I'm going to call pattern overload of just doing this 1,000 times an hour, right? Imagine you take a weight, right? Every 3 seconds, all day long. I mean, you're a fucking machine. I get it. And this is your work. This is your chosen profession, your line of service to the world so that you can receive back the money you need to feed yourself. I get it. Sometimes that's just the way it is, right? You gotta work. Everybody's gotta work. I mentioned in one of my videos the other day a beautiful quote by Khalil Gibran, something to the effect of, I slept and I dreamt that life was joy. I awoke and saw that life was duty. I acted and behold, duty was joy. That means whatever work you decide to engage in, that is your joy. Choose it, and if you do it joyfully, you'll have a joyful life. Duty is joy. Beautiful, beautiful thing. But your body's getting all fucked up, right? What do you do? So here's what I would offer you, because mind you, he also mentions that I've been an athlete my whole life. I do CrossFit, and I think he said he powerlifted for a while. You know, the guy's no slouch. He's in good shape. What you need is a systematic method of unwinding, right? Because what's going to happen, the reason why I'm answering questions like this on this channel, because this is where I'll be answering them all the time, is not only is your body going to become deformed due to the pattern overload that creates all the stress on your joints, but it's always also going to change your character. Because by repetitive use of certain muscles that change our posture, they literally put us into the form of how we're going to then function, right? And you're going to be like beat down, tired, and miserable. Your entire life is going to fall apart if you can't figure this shit out, right? I hate to say it. It just won't be that your back hurts and your shoulders hurt and your fingers hurt. You're going to have all types of other problems if you don't deal with this. Here is your only option, my friend. There are many different ways you can go about it, but this must be done. You must systematically unwind your body. That means undo all of the damage done during the day while you're moving boxes once every 3 seconds. And it's going to come in the form of, see, everything you're doing is flexion, flex, 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 right? It's going to be extension, right? Opening your body up, just like this, right? That looks a lot like the bow, doesn't it? But when I use that word systematic, that means it's going to have to be with the type of frequency that will undo the damage of your pattern overload. Yoga, my friend. That will be my answer for today. Find a yoga class and do it every single day. You might even be better off, in fact, if you find a really good yoga school where they work on corrective or there was a term for it, restorative yoga. Restorative yoga, that's exactly what you want. It's more like physical therapy yoga as opposed to, you know, a lot of like the movement and poses and shit. This is like, you're all stretching and unwinding. Restorative yoga, there's a class in my city that I go to often that's restorative yoga. That's the one that I go to. Or find a restorative yoga DVD or videos on YouTube. I bet you can find some. And follow it every single day, even if for just 10 minutes, dude. I would probably dedicate an hour a day to it. Honestly, you know what? Sometimes you gotta make priorities. You gotta set priorities. Forget powerlifting and CrossFit for a moment. Maybe put that aside for a little bit. Of course you need cardiovascular strength, and you can get that from walking. You know, just go for a walk. A nice brisk walk in the morning, like I always tell you to. That should be a part of your medicine for the rest of your life, just brisk walking. But yoga is going to have to take precedence, or restorative Organic stretching, if you don't want to use the word yoga. Some of you guys get like all superstitious and shit about the term yoga. Like all of a sudden the clouds are gonna open up and like Jesus is gonna strike you with lightning if you do yoga. Restorative, organic stretching, if you will. Every single day, that needs to be your training. And that's it, man. Long story short, it's pattern overload due to repetitive movement that you're doing over and over and over and over again that's going to ultimately destroy your life. Sorry to say that. When I say destroy your life, it means you're not going to be the strongest version of yourself because your body's distorted and painful. Unwind it through organic stretching or yoga. You have to do this. Sorry. Done.